big hello to everyone out there who's watching this episode today. Today, as promised on Monday, it's the CX. We're going back to the CX again, and today it's electrics. So, it's the stage that not a lot of people like. I'm one of them as well. It's not that complicated, to be honest. I think we all put that big sort of fear in our minds when it comes to electrics if we're not sort of electrical minded, but it shouldn't be. It should be straightforward. So I mean, you've got all these wires and everything. We've got our wiring diagram, and I've also got these two little controls to go on the bike itself. So I'm going to do today, I'm going to split up the electrics into probably 3 episodes, only because it'll take that long to get our heads around it, and as well I haven't actually decided what I'm going to do with the rear light on the bike yet. I'm in 2 minds. See, I am kind of regretting not putting a built-in taillight. So going back all those episodes when I was actually fabricating the rear hoop to put on it, we have this one which is for the CB750. This has arrived, so the parts of the CB750 have started to come in. This one, if you can see it, has a built-in hole for the rear strip light, and I think that would have looked amazing on the Honda, but unfortunately it's a bit too late to do that now. To do that I'd have to strip it all down, re-powder coat the frame, drill in new holes, so it's a bit too late for that. I might do that sort of next winter time if it comes to it. So for the time being I'm probably going to put a temporary light. It's not what I want to do, but I think it's what I'm going to have to do. Back to the job at hand. It's going to be a couple of stages. Today we'll put in these controls in, put the key barrel in its place, get this to its rough location and get all the other parts. We've got the regulator, rectifier, we've got the ignition coils, we've got the relay, put all those, the fuse as well, put all those into place, and then we can start working through there. So that is enough talking from me at the moment. Let's get to the bike.
So I'm gonna leave it here for today. It's kind of like the most logical place for me to leave it. So I've got the controls in place and also all the other bits. So I've got the ignition coils, the CDI in place. I've roughly put the relay where I think it's going to go. Also the fuse box and all these little bits as well. Oh, and the regulator is there. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that regulator. I need to do a bit more research on what regulators can and can't work with lithium-ion batteries. From what I understand, they need to be 3-phase, so I need to double check this one, see if that's everything that it needs to be, whether it's going to fry my battery out. It is a post-1980s bike, so it should be okay, but anyway, might as well double check, might as well do a bit more research so I know a bit more about it myself. So we've got the rough wiring loom in place now. We've got all these in the front. Now, because we've changed the position of the key barrel and the fuse box from the front to the rear, there's going to have to be a bit of changes. So what I need to do now is measure or figure out which wire goes where by looking at the wiring diagram. It's not going to be that hard because I've left the connectors on here. So that's another job for another day. Also, if you haven't noticed, these are the controls here. So these connectors obviously don't fit to the original wiring loom. So I'm going to have to go through those. That's going to be another video of figuring out what is what. It's a really easy way of doing that. And there are a lot of wires there, but absolutely no need to scare anyone at all. There's nothing to be scared of. So I'll figure out all those in another video. So that's the place where I can leave it, when I've got a bit more patience, another day, the wiring diagram in front of me, and I can start figuring out things and seeing where the actual wires can go as well, where they're out the way of the tank. I don't want them to be compressed by the fuel tank. I want them to be able to run kind of neatly under the bar. It's for another day. As you can see, it's dark outside now. The last thing I want to be doing is doing it tired and getting things wrong. So it is the weekend, so that'll give me some time to work on the GS as well as this. I mean, I've got a lot more to do on this bike as well. I've got the carbs to sort out, everything. So I've got parts all coming in for that. Next week we can look at the GS, we can look at this, and I know that the customer wants to make a start on the CB750 as well. So I mean, it's simple stuff. We'll strip out the frame a bit more, start cutting off the rear end, seeing where we can put the hoop. Again, simple stuff for that. There's not really anything taxing to do with that. So that is it from me. I need to go to bed. So like always, if you like what you see and you haven't already subscribed, then give me a thumbs up, give me a like, subscribe to my channel. It's good to have you on board. Send me a question or anything. Give me just a hello down below. It makes my day when I hear from people. And I will see you on Monday. Yes, it will be Monday. Yes, it'll be Monday. I will see you Monday. I'm starting to get a bit delirious here. So I will see you Monday after I've had a good weekend of rest.